Increasing driving requirements in elderly citizens. In 1988, Catherine Freund's toddler son was struck by an 84-year-old driver. Luckily, he survived all his injuries. However, the driver didn't stop, as they were unaware that they had hit the child. As the nation's mean population and life expectancy continues to rise, the risk posed by elderly drivers increases. With many college-age students having their license and a large retirement hotspot in Fort Myers, we experience these drivers firsthand on a daily basis. As people age, vision, hearing, and judgment become impaired, thus leading to an increase of simply bad drivers. In order to lower the risk of accidents and increase traffic efficiency on our roads, we must implement extra safety measures to protect our at-risk individuals. As you age, your ability to drive sometimes decreases. Florida doesn't require general retesting of elderly drivers. However, Florida has instituted a vision test requirement for driver's license renewal. Since 2004, elderly drivers in Florida over the age of 80 have to pass a vision test when they renew their license. Doctors often suggest to stop driving. However, other measures such as family intervention or an accident usually leads to cessation. Usually, people don't want to hear it from their doctors. They need to hear it from a family member, as it means more, or they need to have a first-hand experience, such as a minor accident or a major accident in that matter, to tell them that they need to stop driving. Presbyopia, cataracts, and glaucoma are all common eyesight diseases that increase as you age. In 2015, 4,366 drivers who were 70 or older were killed in car accidents, a 16% increase in 1975. As we grow as a nation and become more advanced and more protective, we want those numbers to go down. And when those numbers are going up, there's definitely something going on, and there's definitely something that we need to be fixed. Decreasing in efficiency and traffic shock waves. A traffic shock wave is the stop and go motion of bumper to bumper traffic. As you may notice, traffic does not move at the same speed, even if you're in the same road in a different lane at the same point in the road. This is largely caused by distracted and elderly drivers. A slow reaction time to the car speeding up in front of you causes a gap in the road, a gap where you're supposed to be, thus slowing down traffic. Tandem with your reaction time, your overall speed as one gets older slows down. This leads to an inefficiency in our road system and increases the commute duration for everyone on the road. It's almost like a lane temporarily closing and opening repeatedly. However, there are some solutions to this. Mandatory field test. Periodic vision tests only tackle one ability to drive. I suggest that every 6 years, drivers over 65 must go to the DMV to get an overall assessment of their physical and mental health, along with their knowledge of the road. Another one is an officer strike system. This could be where officers could be on the lookout for these individuals who may be driving under the speed limit, missing traffic signs, or causing a disruption in traffic. If you get 3 strikes, you must go to a special hearing and discuss and determine your driving privileges. Mandatory driver's education for first-time license holders and optional driver's education courses for seniors. As I have recently gone through driver's education and moved around the country, I have noticed that not all driver's education is created equal, and sometimes very little instruction is required. As time goes on and our country advances, it is evident that there are more drivers on the road than ever before. If we were all taught the same techniques and guidelines, accidents, frustration would decrease as efficiency increases. 15 years ago marks the date when every state had some sort of driver's education requirement. 60 years ago, when 70 through 80-year-old drivers were getting their license, very little driver's education was offered. As we move away from rural living, these people are integrated into a fast-paced road system that they may not be ready for. It is our duty to make sure everyone on the road is on the same page. And these are the benefits that we get from implementing these solutions. We would have lower accident rates, faster traffic movements, and decreased commute durations. And we would increase business and revenue for the businesses that provide rideshare and delivery services for anyone and elderly people. Easy Living is a website for people who need help caring for, or if you are an elderly person, help you with that, and there's a quote from them. Lyft Concierge gives seniors without smartphones the option of using the on-demand ride service with just a regular phone call, plus added security for them and their family members. Even for seniors who have not stopped driving, there may be times it would be nice to use our concierge services for long drives, driving at night, or transportation to a special event. Now, this is a double-edged sword. You're increasing profits for businesses and people using those services, and you're getting those people off of the road. However, there are some costs. As the United States of America, we pride ourselves on being the land of the free. And when you do this and you implement more rules, you decrease your freedom and water down that saying. Number two, individuals who refuse to comply with tests and regulations. Just like everything, there's going to be people who aren't following the rules, but it is our duty to do our best and try to make our roads safe as possible. Another downside to this is the capital and effort required to implement these measures, such as increased revenue increased tax dollars going to the DMV, and other services that may be helping with this, such as driver's education that is state-run. That all costs money. And the United States of America seems to have universal regulations for everything except for our drivers on the roads. There are approximately 40,000 fatal car accidents each year, which is more than twice the total coronaviruses in this current outbreak. Can you think of that? If we want our roads to be safer for the average American, we need to implement the higher standard of driver's education and active tests for our at-risk individuals. Thank you very much.